Hey guys, so we're gonna I just put up my missing Quinton assignment video. I did my read. Now I hadn't seen this video yet. Okay. I didn't plan on coming on and doing a second look see. This just happened to pop up. I if you guys watch a read, I just kind of looked at some articles, kind of feeling some stuff out, a little frustration, watch the video. Some things are not feeling good. In a sense, this doesn't feel like a straight walk away. Definitely, I feel some neglect, but I feel definitely some kind of covering up energy. Now, there are some things coming up here that I haven't watched the whole video. I've watched some of it, so there's a little bit still I have yet to see. But I definitely was like, I need to get this to you guys. Okay, this video. Because already a little bit what I'm seeing, okay, is remember when I'm doing the thing and I talked about how that babysitter got a text, I believe it said 5:29 in the morning, we don't need you to come over. And something felt suspicious. Let me clean my glasses. You guys always know I do this. I don't know if this is getting my third eye activated or what, but I always have to do this. I actually ordered a new pair last week. I'm real excited. So you're going to see me in a new pair of glasses soon. But no, seriously, this video is, I still have to sort through it. Is it genuine? We're going to do a tarot read after. Okay? But I believe the grandma, there's something about maybe busting in on the babysitter. I'm still filling it out. I found this on Cinema Shogun's site. I follow that guy. This is a video of the babysitter. I don't know if she went live on either Facebook. I'm feeling she went live on Facebook. She kind of seemed a little confused about what's all going on, but this is what she's saying. So how she kind of met, it looks like with the grandmother and Leilani. So it looks like the grandmother works out of town. Some various things she said, some things she observed, and I feel this would be a good thing. But apparently there's something happened where it might have been yesterday or something recent. The grandmother kind of stormed the babysitter's home and is accusing her of selling Quinton or something. There's some kind of drama, which makes me wonder. I'm just still feeling it out, guys. This is new drama. Did the grandmother, did the daughter tell the grandma, you know what, maybe she took Quentin and sold him? Is there something that she's trying to put in the grandma's head? Is the grandma confused? Because I know the grandma, I certainly believe that the grandma, is completely innocent in all this, doing her best probably, whatever. As far as Quentin being missing, maybe she's just trying to figure it out. Is somebody putting something in her head? And that's why she's doing this with this babysitter. She's got a story to tell, though. We're going to listen to the babysitter. Let me just let him talk. Now, I tried to cut off a little at the beginning because there was a lot of, I'm waiting for everybody to get on the live, this, that. It took a little bit to get her going. This is on Cinema Shogun site where he uploaded the video, and we're going to look at what she has to say.
Honestly, I don't know how to get off.
This is the babysitter.
I didn't get on, so I'm just going to stay on here. Hopefully, I did make it public, so everybody should be able to see.
I tried to move it. It should start in a sec.
Someone just sent me a message saying when you get on, if you put at everyone, then it'll share with everyone.
Now, also, like I said, I haven't watched 100% of this. I just got started, and I said, let me get on and let you guys see it. And we'll kind of see it together. Some of it I've seen, though. Give it a minute.
Alright, I guess I'm going to go ahead and start. There's a lot of people. Okay, so, as everyone knows, and I have got so many messages, why I'm not talking out and why I'm not saying nothing. Because I didn't feel like it was my place.
Well, sister, it is your place to find this boy.
I did keep Quentin. And I'm going to start from the beginning. How I met Billy Joe and Leilani.
Billy Joe is a grandma.
Is through a lady that used to go to my church. Miss Sandra. Her and her mother, Miss Audrey, they're very awesome people. And she called me and asked me, told me the situation, and asked me if I was interested. The next day, I got a call from Billy Joe asking me if I could keep her 2 grandbabies. And I said yes. Going in, I had never met them. I didn't know the situation that was going on with Leilani, Billy Joe, Danny, none of them. I started keeping them, and I didn't know anything at all. And then the more I seen a lot of stuff, and I was concerned. No, I did not call defects because I voiced all my questions and concerns to Billy Joe, the grandmother. She told me that she had custody of the boys. I didn't know why. She didn't tell me that. But they were staying with Leilani. Billy Joe worked out of town. So when I started seeing things that wasn't quite right, I would call Billy Joe and I would tell her. I would text her. She didn't answer. She was at work. She'd text me back and she'd say, okay, I'm going to talk to Leilani. Several times the boys were outside. One particular morning they were outside in the ditch. My daughter seen them and come running in. We went down there. Leilani was nowhere in sight. I called Billy Joe. She got in contact with Leilani. Leilani was home. She was just in the house somewhere. They would drop them off with no diapers. They would drop them off with no pull-ups. And when the baby came, Sky, they wouldn't send no milk. 2 days, I had to call Danny because Leilani wouldn't answer me, which is her fiance, to bring me milk for Sky. I kept texting Billy Joe. My daughter took pictures.
You might be asking yourself,
yeah,
can you actually create high-quality live streams for...
Send them to Billy Joe.
Hold on a sec. Now, just to say, when I do the read that I just did about an hour ago, I did say I got the Hermit for Quinton, and we have the Prince and everything. You know, now remember the grandmother energy there was, I felt the Queen of Pentacles was grandma. Now that makes sense. She's always having to work. She's having, and everything, but the Hermit, and that's what I was saying. I feel like these kids end up alone a lot. There was something making me feel like Quinton was being left alone, like ending up alone. Like, and I know a neighbor, there was one thing a neighbor said, they seen him in the street, but I definitely felt like he's ended up alone. I don't know is she falling asleep on him? Is she is she on Instagram dicking around and not paying attention to the kids? But I definitely felt that these kids are being left alone, and they're little, and they shouldn't be being left alone. And what she's saying, and they're wandering out in the ditch, and now I know country, kind of things can be different. Now we also know, the one case of the little child, oh my God, escaping my mind, and I know this child and everything. I'm sorry, I'm just, but yeah, I know it's sometimes rural country areas. Sometimes kids were, and stuff, but they shouldn't. And I was definitely got that hermit. That hermit energy was there, that he's getting left alone. He's kind of wandering around alone, little kids and things like that. They're not being supervised, basically. I definitely felt something like that, and that's why I'm more fearful, not necessarily maybe of abuse, though it could be. I just didn't necessarily get that in my read, at least maybe that I'm picking up, and I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm just saying maybe the reason as far as him disappearing, maybe could there be some kind of neglect, something happens. I hate to say, I'm feeling little Quinton is not with us, per the second little layout I did. But that, I was certainly hopeful. So I know we want to always be hopeful, but I'm not feeling that. I've got that magician, which can be to make something disappear, some energy with that. But I definitely feel, could we have left alone, not paying attention, this, that, and something horrible happens, and there's a big cover-up. I definitely feel the daughter is covering something up and everything. Now, I'm not done watching The Babysitter, but I'm fine. Could the daughter be saying, hey, the babysitter sold my Quinton, and that's what happened? Is there something like that to try to shift blame? Okay, we're still feeling this out. But apparently that's what at least the title says, something like the grandmother maybe accused the babysitter of selling the baby. Okay, is something, that this is some weird stuff. Remember, there's some weird stuff here. But we're going to check it out. I know you guys are anxious to see it, but I just wanted to stop for a moment. There is a hermit energy, leaving alone. She seems to be substantiating that, which makes me feel that is true. Okay, at least so far, is she 100% truthful? I'm not sure yet. But that part, I do feel she is being honest, that these children are wandering around.
Of Quinton having bruises.
Here comes bruises.
Everything that I'm telling you can be backed up. This is not hearsay. This is not me trying to get attention. Who wants to get attention over a baby? We sent her pictures. I sent her multiple texts. She texted me back one day and she said, okay, I'm tired of this. I want you to keep the babies permanently until I can get back home. I told her I would. And I did. So it was about 2 to 3 hours later, she calls me back. She said, well, I'm going to give Leilani a chance. She's a young mother. I've got to be able to try to trust her. She said, I did a lot of bad things. I got my kids taken away, and I want Leilani, I want her to know that she can do anything she wants to do, and I'm going to support her. So I didn't keep them day and night. Leilani made it clear to me that she didn't want me to keep them like her mother had wanted me to. So I kept them during the day. They dropped them off at between 5:30 and 6. And they picked them up, was supposed to, their schedule was 3:30. But sometimes they worked over and said, her boyfriend would text me and say, I need to work a couple extra hours to make up hours, so can you keep them until 6? I would do that. We fed them, we took them places. I love them. They're kids. Like, who's not going to love a kid? So that's a little backstory of how I even met them. Okay, now let's get to the day that this happened. I keep them every day, Monday through Friday. I kept them sometimes at night. At 5:29, they text me. No, I'm sorry. Tuesday afternoon, they went home at 4:30, 5 o'clock. I got up in the morning at 5 o'clock on Wednesday because they usually got here around 5:30, 6 o'clock. I get a text at 5:29 saying, the kid from Danny, the kids are not coming. Leilani is with them. I put okay. Was it a little unusual? Yes, because even when she was off, I had them. She didn't know that we could see her. They sit on the front porch, but if me and the kids, and my kids too, but mine are basically grown, would go to leave, she would be on the front porch smoking, but she would duck and run inside so we wouldn't see her. But I had no problem keeping the babies. Was it for money? No, it wasn't. I charged them. I didn't even charge them for Sky. I charged them for the 2 boys, and it was $15 a piece.
So she must have an
$30
infant?
a day.
An infant?
Okay, so back to what I was saying. So I text Danny, okay. Didn't hear nothing back from him. I got up. My husband went to work around 7:30. We was outside. My son also lives on this road, so he was going to work as well around 8:30. From 7:30 until 8:30, we was outside. We did not see Quinton. Nowhere. Okay. So then me and my girls, we go to McDonald's. They wanted McDonald's. I live on Chatham Parkway. The McDonald's is literally right down the road. On our way back, I get a text from Danny. He says, have you seen Quinton? I said, no, why? Well, immediately I called him. And he said they couldn't find Quinton. Okay? So me and my oldest daughter here with me, we go over there. We get in the car and we go over there. I let my other daughter out. When we get over there, I asked, okay, he's a little boy. He likes to play and seek. He likes to get in my daughter's closet and play. He could be in a closet. He could be in a cabinet. Maybe he's playing hide and go seek. Me and my daughter will help you look. They didn't want that. He stood there. He looked at me with the most coldest look I've ever seen and said, we've already looked. I said, okay. So I stood there for a minute and I looked around outside of where I was. Leilani was smoking a cigarette. and Danny was standing there. And I go to get in my car. I was going to call Billy Joe, and I did call Billy Joe. She didn't call him. Leilani didn't call the police until I said, have you called the police? And then she calls the police.
Okay, so hold on. See, I don't know whatever gets this, we're still getting into the story. Why the grandma, like I said, maybe the Leilani, he must have got out, the babysitter must have sold the baby, whatever kind of crap's going on. But, I'm believing this story. This is pretty much what I've been seeing in the news articles. She's down to the 529. She gets a text. She's got to have a receipt for that. Okay. As far as this being all cash and this smoking and also him being cold, I did see in an article told you don't need to look. That is a very unusual kind of thing here. Why is she so chill sitting on the porch with a cigarette? I believe her. I freaking believe her. Now, I want you to kind of think, if your kid's missing, say you're a mother and your kid is missing, you're not going to sit on the porch with a freaking cigarette. Now, you might smoke while you're running, around frantic trying to find your child. But this is unusual. This is very unusual. Unless, always have to be alarmed about, he takes off all the time. Could be that too. But why is he saying, nope, you don't need to look. Okay, so I definitely feel she's feeling something is not right. And then also why is Quinton not running around, because he, and all that stuff. Okay, so, and that's why I definitely felt drawn. Woo, that babysitter. There's something about calling her. Except I definitely felt some alarm bells ringing and stuff about this babysitter. And stuff about getting this text and stuff, which obviously she, to lie about it, she has to have a receipt, so she's not going to make that up. But it definitely kind of, obviously she could see over there. This is somebody see over there and everything. And then also, it's not like she kind of lazy. Yeah, just let her take care of, but I do believe, what she said, like the grandmother, maybe that's why this kind of makes sense. She's kind of had some missteps in her own life, and I kind of felt that there's probably, some mistakes there, and so she's trying to kind of make up for some things, try making some exception because she knows she made mistakes in her past. Things happen, whatever. I kind of felt that there's probably some stuff there, but she's still, obviously she's still trying to evict these people, right? So there's still that too. There's a whole lot there. But yeah, I definitely, want you guys to see this. And so let's go ahead and get back to it though. I know you're anxious to see more.
We started to leave. Cops came behind me. I could not leave. I guess they said what it was on the property had to stay there until after, they checked everything. So I left. I came back maybe about 30 minutes later. I asked Leilani and Danny, I said, do you want me to take Zane home? So, y'all got a lot going on. She said yes. Danny said yes. I asked them to get me some shoes for the baby. They got me shoes. I came home. I called Billy Joe. Billy Joe had no idea. I've never spoke badly about Billy Joe. But today, she came to my house after I told her, I texted her. She called me at 6:30 this morning. I'm sorry, I'm everywhere because this has been a lie. She called me at 6:30 this morning. We were talking. Everything was good. I texted her. I told her I was going to cook, that we were going to get flyers and put them everywhere of Quinton, and that we was going to do a prayer circle over here. Never said that we was going to do a memorial for Quinton.
At Wayfair, there are millions of
Oh God, that would be, yeah. No, of course not.
Now,
granted, the grandma's got, she's struggling, but
Because
still.
I didn't believe he was alive or that he had passed. Never did I say that. And I can back all this up because we have cameras. Like, everything I'm saying to you, I can back up. And it's just ridiculous. So she told me basically not to text her no more. because she thought that I was overstepping. Well, I am just the babysitter, but I took care of them kids when their mother didn't take care of them. And I don't really have nothing to say bad about Danny, because he would actually ask me these last few weeks, Miss Michelle, do the kids have everything they need? Do they have pull-ups? Because Leilani wouldn't do that. Now, another thing I want to get to, Billy Joe.
Oh, let me just jump in
after
real
she-
quick. Per the read, I did make note that I wasn't feeling a whole lot as far as boyfriend, and I guess he is working, but I still feel, probably, these boyfriends are, but I wasn't feeling deception by a boyfriend. If I'm looking right, it looks like he may have left for work, but at the same time, he, there's this coldness, what's going on. There's, let me just throw it out real fast, and we'll get back to it. I just want to sit with something. It's kind of hard to say, but also that being cold, we looked, Knight of Swords, cruelty. Some kind of information is being shared, obviously with that grandma, Princess of Swords. That could be telling you, I got the Eight of Pentacles again, talking to me. Number 8 is very significant for me. I said in the last read something about it. Now, maybe this is on the 8th this happened, I don't know. I'm not sure, but let me just kind of, Princess of Cups is the daughter Leilani. She popped up in the last read. I'm feeling deception with her. Let me just kind of look over that again. Definitely in a power struggle with the grandma. Everything happened real fast. Something happens real fast and stuff with that and everything. Okay, so I do get a walk away. I do feel some kind of neglect situation, but look at that tower sitting next to it. I feel something gets out, some kind of accident, but I feel they know what happened. Except this feels accidental, hence the tower, but some kind of neglectful kind of situation. Princess of Cups is her card. It popped up again. Except, but this makes me feel, I guess the best way to say is maybe something under her watch, kind of. But I also felt there might have been, was there a little party, some kind of thing the night before, some kind of little bits of energy there. We may have been kind of drinking a little bit or something. I was feeling a little something, some energy with that. Anyway, let's get to it. But I do feel somehow there we've got that, wander off something. He gets into something, wanders into something, accident, tower. Okay, something happens. I feel the cover up though. Let's go ahead and get back to the babysitter. Whoops.
Barged in my house. After all that, she come down the road.
This is a grandma.
She barged in my house. This is all on camera. I jump out my chair. She gets in my face, cussing me. I cussed her back. I said some pretty bad words. Yes, I did. Because she barged in my house.
Well, yeah, that's inappropriate.
My daughter was also recording. She tried to take the phone from my daughter. She told me that she thought I took her grandbaby. Like, that is the worst thing that you
That's
could
why
ever
I
say
think
to me.
they're
That is
saying
worse
something
than
to her.
punching me in the face. She did not hit me. I'm not scared of her. She didn't hit me. She just yelled in my face a lot, but I yelled right back. Okay.
They said something
she said
to her.
that I had stole her grandbaby. How do you do that? Someone that has been good to your grandkids, someone that has 6 kids of her own that are grown. How do you do that to somebody? And then she started screaming all the way down the road for my neighbors to hear. And like, I don't care because they know me. They know the person I am.
Jeez.
And then she started saying that she paid $700 for my kids to go to Splash in the Burras. My kids are grown, okay? She asked me to take Quinton and Zane. Yes, she did buy the tickets. Just like I told the FBI agent, I never used them tickets. Them tickets are still there. The ticket thing is still on my phone. I never took her grandkids. I never took mine. She's never did nothing for me. I literally did not charge them a lot of money to keep these babies because I was worried about these babies. And not only me, there's neighbors up and down this road that have seen these babies outside. And I'm getting a lot of mad faces, and that's okay because I have the truth. Every text that I have sent Billy Joe is on these phones. Every text, every conversation I've had with Billy Joe is recorded in my house. So the FBI can check this. I don't care. Like, I never want to go bash nobody. I am a Christian, but a Christian can stand up for herself, especially when you accuse me of stealing your grandbaby. I would never do that. I don't have anything on my record. I've never had defects at my house. My kids are grown. My kids have done really good. Like, I'm not, and I have no reason to judge anybody. I mean, I've did stuff in my life. I'm not perfect, but never stuff like that. And I just love these kids. And I didn't steal nobody. I didn't do anything wrong. So she can bash me all she wants to, but God don't like ugly, and it's going to come back on her for doing this, 100%. So somebody keeps asking me, do I think Leilani done it? I'm going to tell you this, that a mother that lets her kids outside, that doesn't watch them, that numerous people have seen, that they're bruised, they're dirty, and there's plenty of evidence of this. You tell me what you think. I told Billy Joe my concerns. I sent her stuff. And she didn't listen to me. So she can't blame anybody but herself for what has happened. Nobody. And I see a lot of people commenting, but I can't do that. I can't answer all these questions right now. I don't know much about what's going on over there. I don't know what the FBI is saying. I did talk to the FBI. They checked my cameras. I told them I called the police today on her because I was going to press charges. You can't just bust in someone's house, and I'm still going to do it. I'm calling a lawyer Monday morning. You can't just bust in someone's house and then try to take their daughter's cell phone and hit their hand. You can't do that. Like, that's not allowed. But this has got out of hand. This is about Quinton. This is about Monkey. And yes, I am just the babysitter, I guess. But I watched out for them kids more than their mother ever did. So you can say what you want about me. Have all the opinions you want. But it doesn't matter because I know the truth. And other people know the truth. And that is exactly what I wanted to say. That's it. I'm praying that Quinton is still alive. I'm hoping he is. And I would love to just be able to see his face. He is a precious child. So is Zane. So is Sky.
If I could strip down right now and show you how to use Homie, I would. People ask me all the time, like, how do you apply it?
I don't know what happened to him, but I know what they went through. I know what their mother didn't do for these kids. And she didn't. So, this is what I wanted to say. I wanted to come on here and say that Billy Joe can spread all the lies that she wants about me. It is about finding this baby, this precious baby. And you know what? God is in this situation. God knows. I don't know what happened. God does. Okay. But it'll all come out.
We've got, yeah, she's up. I feel, hold on one second. Give me a minute, guys. I just need to get up for a second. Hold on. Where is it? Oh my God, I can't find my thing. Hold on. I'm gonna lose my mind. Where is it? Oh, it's really frustrating. Hold on. Shawty, where's my bag? Scratch it. Trying to find it quick. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, that's all right. We'll just have to deal with it. Sorry, I wanted to find my back scratcher. I can't find it. I'm feeling like sometimes I have these itches lately. I don't know if it's a menopause thing or what. Okay. All right. That's a lot. And that's what I wanted to show you guys that. And that I'm very glad I didn't see that until after my read. I always like to do that because if I was said that before, if it's some obvious reasons. Let's go and take a quick look though. I do want to look just kind of so far. I'm still kind of feeling, I'm feeling an accident happens, guys. And, you know, it's somewhere in there, maybe early in the morning or something. Also with that, there's a little walkaway, there's a little tower energy. Okay, so first we're going to kind of take a look-see. I want to kind of look at the babysitter. Kind of, is she being truthful with that kind of energy there? Except now I could see that's what I'm feeling. Just when she's saying all that the grandma comes barging in, I'm feeling like somebody's putting something in her head. Okay? Because you know what? Grandmas don't want to believe their daughters did something, right? No. So if they're saying, you know what, it's just kind of weird, maybe she, you know, took the kids and all this, because what are they calling her? You know, is there kind of some, are they trying to put blame on her? Have you seen Quinton? What? Why are they asking her? And stuff. But yeah, I believe, I do believe that this mother is sitting out there on the porch smoking a cigarette. I believe it. I can see it in my vision. I believe it. You know, that's one way to leave a kid alone is go out and smoke a cigarette. Okay. I just saw the tower card. It's right there. I also see the deception card there. 7 of Swords. Pay attention to the bottom. Okay. That cruelty card. Now the bruises, like I said, may not be physical abuse, but you know, kids run around, fall around, bang down, and he's dirty. This feels neglect. You know, and we've already got things in there that the grandma said these, you know, these guys are tearing up the house. Okay. But I still feel we might have been drinking. That 7 of Cups was in there where we have a little party drinking, because the 3 of Cups can be a little party. That's why I was trying to figure out some kind of celebration. Were we celebrating something? Was there something going on? Okay. You know, she wasn't getting paid very much. If she was all about the money, she'd ask for a lot more money, right? Okay. So we're going to kind of look at, fact check that babysitter. It seems pretty truthful, and things line up with, you know, what we've seen in the articles so far. I'm just saying, I'm not, you know, and I do have the death card at the bottom, sadly. Just, you know, everything, I feel she, you know, as far as sending text after text after text, you know, why make that up if you've got all the evidence on the phone and everybody else does? I believe her. So far as the sword, truth. Let's kind of see. We're still sitting with it, though. But this is a pretty heavy thing. So we know that she's talking to all the police about this. So let's kind of look at it. What do we got? Okay, 6 of Cups. I kind of knew that was going to pop up in there. I kept seeing it on the bottom. Children, past nostalgia, childhood. So she's, you know, observing the kids. Apparently there's an infant in here. I didn't even know about that. Okay, so we got that 9 of Swords. That can be cruelty. Kind of energy popping up in there. Somebody's going to go to jail. Somebody's going to jail here. I'm telling you. Secrets, okay? High Priestess can be about secrets for me sometimes, okay? You know, and that's making me feel, you know, as far as, you know, these people here. But so far, let's kind of look at what is visible. Yeah, I definitely am starting to understand more of that 7 of Wands. This, the grandmother kind of coming in, busted in and everything. Yeah, I've got this, you know, this three wands, it kind of wandering. This is a thing they've been doing here. We got that, the Empress is that mother energy, you know, also as well. Okay, and we got that Fool card, you know, he's probably, poor little guy, you know, wandering around, yes. Okay, so let's kind of look at, though, what do we got? Okay, so the 9 of Cups was making me feel the boyfriend energy before. Yeah, got that lust card. Let's see. Bond. Yeah, I just feel like some things are going to get kind of stuck, suspended for a little bit here. Okay. So far, though, I feel the babysitter is genuinely worried. The worry card is real. And I don't, you know, I'm sure the grandmother is worried, but I feel she said some misinformation and so forth. Let me just kind of look in here. Yep, I definitely, that 3 Cups is popping up in there. I feel like there might have been a little partying the night before. I'm telling you, something just makes me feel there might be a little partying. Maybe we're celebrating something, have a little something, kind of drinking energy there. But that betrayal makes me feel they're betraying the babysitter. That they're kind of, there's something there. This is what I'm kind of feeling here and stuff. And yeah, as far as this, yeah, that Six of Pentacles, they're all about, they're the beggars, just want a handout for everything. With their, I feel she's genuinely worried about Quinton and stuff. It's pretty straightforward. It just, I could tell a lot from an interview. I feel she's telling the truth. She didn't kidnap that baby and go sell meth. So I feel that something is put in the grandmother's head. Okay, something is being put in there. It makes me feel there's a little back talk. So what I'm kind of feeling a little, this is just some of my feels. Even leading up to this moment with the child. I feel one of the things is, okay, the kid's coming over, like she's saying, and she's got to have receipts for this on her phone, like she said. No diapers, no milk, no this, noticing the kids outside. The neighbors are aware of this. She's not the only one. There is another neighbor who said something in an article that they've seen them playing outside by themselves. This is a common occurrence. It sounds like it's kind of something that happens. But what I'm kind of feeling a little bit of this is that the babysitter, I'm not sure what her name is, the babysitter sends these texts to Grandma. Grandma's like, I'll take care of it, I'll take care of it. Maybe she doesn't want to say too much. Maybe she doesn't want to make that dumbass kid of mine. She's like, okay, I'll take care of it. She's just kind of being like that. Okay. But you know what? But what hasn't been said, because the babysitter can't say, is, okay, now what happens when Grandma goes, okay, babysitter said you didn't send with diapers, you said what's going on. What babysitter said, you got the kids running around. Okay, I have a feel there's a little making up stuff. I'm kind of caught with, what? No diapers? What? Running around? Oh no, I was out there. I feel there's making up stuff here. Okay, maybe making excuses, maybe making up stuff, and maybe a little bit of complaining about the babysitter. She's kind of getting in my business. She's just some things, maybe some back talk. It's kind of like this family's like, well, they've got a good deal because she can babysit for super cheap. And it looks like for a little bit the grandma's like, if you could take these kids, just take them on until I can figure out my situation, because it looks like even though she had custody, because she works, she can't watch these kids. Whatever is going on, with these kids, like she can't take them. She has custody, but she can't take them because of whatever she's trying to work or whatever. So she's going to put this on a babysitter to watch them all the time? Well, that's crazy. And then she's like, I'll do it. Then she's like, I do believe 100% the babysitter, that the grandma's like, I want to give a chance. I had this out. I believe that conversation takes place. 100%. I could see, and stuff, because if you notice when we saw, if you watch in video 1, the interview. Matter of fact, let's pull it up if you're just watching this one. Give me a moment. Let me find that. Hold on, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. This makes perfect sense what the babysitter is saying and what the grandma. Here's the interview and what the grandma, giving her a chance. Listen to this interview. Here it is. It's only a minute and 47 seconds.
You guys know one of my favorite features of the new WW program is how functional and easy it is to just...
We both left right there.
This is the grandma and her boyfriend or husband or whatever.
It's been crazy. I mean, we don't know nothing. Whether it's the answers we want to hear or answers we don't want to hear. We just want to know something. My concern is him. And that's all it is. I mean, we concerned with his well-being.
I know everybody worked really hard yesterday. And I wanted to keep working hard.
And we appreciate everything that everybody has done. All the people that's come out and searched for him and all of that. And he's always smiling. He's a happy kid. I mean, you get some kids but he always had a big smile on his face, and he was always happy.
Let me ask you, why are you getting emotional?
Because he's not here. He's just a baby. And I want him home. He's just a baby. Leilani's my daughter. She's 22. She hasn't always done the right things. Sometimes she does really great, and sometimes she doesn't. And, I don't know what to think right now. I don't know what to believe, because I don't think anybody ever believes that this is going to happen to them. I don't know if I can trust her if I don't. I just know I'm hurting, and I want this baby home. He's my baby.
We don't have answers.
Just thank you to everybody that's helped.
Thank you for everybody that's looked for him.
And please don't stop looking.
Yeah. Like I said, we want answers.
Okay, so just, so as you can see with that, notice what the grandma says. Well, we're kind of focusing, there's something sometimes she does really great, sometimes notice how she's kind of, but I don't know what to believe, but I don't trust. Okay, so, I look at that. What is she doing great? Nothing is what I'm kind of feeling. And I'm not trying to be a dick here, but I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling there's anything great happening. It looks like, I guess there's an infant here. We got a few kids here at 22, which I'm not trying to be judgmental, except that a child is missing. And it looks like to me, when I'm feeling and reading this, there is a cover-up. Okay? There is a cover-up. There is something being covered up here. Okay? But not only that, and this is what gets Maganda, okay, is I feel that these little young people are concocting something and getting in this grandma's head to maybe look to the babysitter, who I feel is innocent in this. As a matter of fact, she's been trying to help out. She's been trying to inform grandma. She's trying to let know what's happening here. And obviously grandma is trying to evict or whatever. There's a battle here. There's drama. There's drama. And I don't think the babysitter knew all about all the drama. She's kind of coming in fairly new, kind of, and she doesn't know everything. She does now. She knows a lot more now. Okay, so I've got on one end, grandma's kind of torn. Obviously she wants the daughter to get together, but obviously she's kind of looking at, hey, I made some mistakes before, so she's wanting to give chances. I 100% believe the babysitter, that the grandma was at first going, this thing with the kids running around, all that, can you just take the kids? And she's worried, and she's trying to figure out what to do about all these kids, because she's got this goofy daughter that's sitting out there smoking on the porch and pumping out babies or whatever she's got going on. Okay, is not responsible, even when she's home from work, wants the babysitter to do the watching of the kids because she doesn't want to deal with it. And this babysitter is real nice for a few bucks. She's not even asking for a lot of money, just to look out for these kids. Okay, people are coming to her from the church. Can you help out? You know how church people are. Okay. I 100% believe this conversation. I'm going to give her a chance. If you could help watch then, in the days, and then bring it back. I 100%. Now, I feel that some things in there, okay, because somebody doesn't want to get in trouble on their end. Okay, like they call the babysitter, have you seen Quinton? What? Okay, and then nope, and then kind of come over it. Nope, I don't want you looking. Why not? If you can't find him, why wouldn't you want my help? Okay, that's it, getting kind of cold here. Something's kind of weird there. Unless it could. Let me just play devil's advocate. What if there is a thing? What if there is a thing that all is well, say with this boyfriend? Let's just say, and he went to work, and Leilani's, who knows, what was she sleeping? Was she do, whatever? Let's just, maybe he goes to work and something happens after, and stuff. That's possible. And then, whoops, I can't find Quinton. He comes in, and then she's like, maybe the babysitter did it. That their scenario too. And he's oblivious to all of it. But, except with the thing, why at 5:29 are we saying, nope, we don't need you? She really likes to take the kids over there for some reason. Okay? Because she's too lazy to watch these kids. That's, she has to be. Okay? She's there. She wasn't at work. She was out smoking a cigarette on the porch. I believe her 100%. She's got cameras. And see, that was another, just those crime cards, just so you know, I was just kind of looking to myself. One of them was the cameras card, just so you know. So that is a couple scenarios. Because I haven't seen a whole lot on the guy. I'm getting more on the daughter. Okay, so a couple things there. Could there be something with that, he's oblivious, goes to work. What do you mean he's missing? And then she's like, maybe the babysitter did it. But either, maybe, maybe. And so far I haven't seen a whole lot on him yet. But still, I definitely feel the daughter knows what's going on. And I definitely feel something in there, just saying my feels, that somebody is messing with Grandma's head a little bit. Like, maybe the babysitter did something. Maybe the babysitter took him. Maybe she sold him. Putting something in there, in the head, to distract from what really happened. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. Because why is she? Because I'll tell you though, if I was the babysitter, while I'd be pissed if somebody broke in my house, I would be like, you know what? I understand there's a hot, heavy situation. I would be offended that somebody would even accuse me. I know, and this is not right. But then I would have, I just step back for a moment. This grandma is very emotional and everything because this child is missing. I probably wouldn't press charges. I would probably just let it go. I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying she will, because she'll bust in my house and do this would be, get into my face would be very upsetting. But I definitely feel somebody is messing. Somebody put something in Grandma's head to make her think that. And maybe she would rather believe an outside source other than the daughter behind something with a cover-up lying to her about Quinton's disappearance. Maybe she would rather believe that because in her heart of hearts, but notice in this interview, two things are happening, two dynamics with Grandma, and that's what I'm trying to get to. Sometimes she's great. When? Grandma, when? I don't see greatness here. I don't see any fucking greatness. But then, there's a little make an excuse thing that sometimes can happen. Okay, with situations. Sometimes we don't want to, when our kids are messing up, it's real hard to look at. And you've been fighting with them. And obviously there's this, I feel she's kind of torn. Remember in that first read, if you watch it, 2 of Swords. Peace. Everybody wants peace, but remember there's somewhere in the articles that I'm reading, there is no peace in this family. But it was funny the peace card comes up, the 2 of Swords. Okay, she's trying to make choices, decisions, that she's in a struggle. Grandma. Okay, kicking these kids out, but that she's wanting to give this daughter a chance. These choices where there are sacrifices. She's got custody, okay, but she's got to work out of town. These sacrifices, these choices. She wants peace, but she's always torn in certain choices that she's making. Trying to look out for these children, okay, but then she's got this, this, I don't know what to call it. Okay, so the very first card is extremely telling. And I know a lot of it, it's like, why does that start? And then, of course, the battle card crossing. Because, a lot of this is a falling apart where these children should not be with this mother and this boyfriend. They're not watching these kids right. There are so many warnings that people are telling Grandma and everything, something needs to happen here. And I'm sure, the babysitter, and it's not her fault. I understand, but I know some people come in and are, why did you say that, call the state? Why did you do this? You got to understand and remember, that's not always the best thing, is pulling kids from a home, right? I certainly would want to try to resolve it. Maybe Grandma. This is what she's doing to Grandma. Grandma's got the custody. Do something. She's trying, to go other than go that road. I can understand that. That's a hard step to take. Everybody's get pissed at you. They come in at you. Why'd you? Kids taken out of the home. It's traumatized. Little Quinton's traumatized. He's thrown in foster care. All the drama, right? So she's trying to go to the grandma to come up with a solution. And she's even trying to work with the grandma here. Yeah, I could take him. I'll watch him. She's just looking out for these kids. She's it's just like, it's stuff you see them. Oh my God, they're in the ditch. They're gonna get hurt. Except because somebody's in the house, or she's smoking, or whatever she's doing, or maybe she's on TikTok, or what the fuck she's doing. Okay, this stuff makes me angry. So on one end, it's like, I know Grandma's doing the best she can because she's got to work, she's got to do this, but she's also, at the same time, she's given chances where she shouldn't give chances. Okay, I mean, it's like, no more chances. You know, I know she's trying, you know, and I'm not trying to blame, but, you know, how many chances do you have to give? How many warnings, talks? Obviously, it must have got bad to the point you got custody. Okay, so why are they living with this? And these people, you know, especially the daughter, keeps being a douche. You know, keeps messing up, keeps letting the kids run around. You know, is so lazy, lets the babysitter take care of them all the time, but she doesn't want to for some reason. You know, she'd rather be out, you know, they must have been drinking that night or something, because I feel something there. Some little party, something. Okay, smoking on the porch, whatever. You know, because there's something that really bothers me, and I 100% believe the babysitter, that when she's going over there, where, you know, have you found Quinton? Do you want me to help you? Well, she's smoking on the fucking porch. Okay? Okay, here we are. So anyway, this is, I just want to get that out there. So far, I do believe the babysitter is telling the truth. I understand on one end, like I said, I feel something is being put in Grandma's mind there. You know, she's trying to sort it out, and there's always going to be that. Nobody wants to believe your daughter messed up with something like this. You know, with a baby. With a grandbaby, okay? I understand that too. But we're just going to have to wake up, face the music here, that it's somewhere on Mom's watch that this child disappears. I do feel a cover up somewhere in there. Okay? I don't feel 100% walk away. Okay, here. We're just a little too calm, cool, collected to sit on the porch and have a cigarette while the babysitter comes over and is going, what can I do? What can I help? You know, I would not be sitting on the porch having a cigarette if I couldn't find my child. You know, this must be unless it's coming. Oh, he'll be coming back. What is this? What is this? Okay, I don't know if there's some brain damage in this kid's head, the 22-year-old's, or whatever. I don't know. Is there something? Do we just not give a damn? Okay, I don't know. Frustrated, but I want to get this out there. I definitely want you guys to see the babysitter. But the main thing, of course, hopefully, if you watch video 1, I got some keywords in there. A couple things. I was maybe 15-minute area, like something about that Wild Turkey Road. But then also I'm getting something about 241 Buck Halter, maybe. I know they've scoured this area. I'm just a little concerned. I think now that I sit with it, I did end with the failure card. And now I kind of sit with it, seeing all this. I really feel that a lot of people failed this child. Maybe it's not the failure of a struggle to find. I feel he can be found. But everybody failed him. Everybody failed him. You know. And maybe Grandma's trying to figure it all out, sort it all out. But when you keep getting texts from a babysitter how bad it is and stuff, and I'm sure there's a lot more that she hasn't said. There's probably constant texts and stuff. Okay, I'll talk to him. Okay, I'll do something. Okay, motherfucker, I don't see any change. Okay, you know, and stuff. And now we got a missing kid. You know, so and this is what the babysitter's probably been trying to prevent all along. And stuff, but I do definitely feel somebody putting something in Grandma's head. Okay? Which is pretty damn shitty. Okay, that's where I'm at with, guys. We're going to keep it on. I'm invested at this point. We're going to keep an eye on this, but I want to get that out to you.